Mental health problems are at the heart of a lot of police calls. Tucson police have a group of officers specially trained to defuse mental health incidents before they turn deadly. That team created after a deadly and infamous incident right here in Tucson. KGUN 9 on your side's Craig Smith reports.
On January 8, 2011, a mentally ill man shot and killed 6 people and wounded 18, including then Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords. The Pima County Sheriff's Department handled that incident, but in the years after, both Pima Sheriffs and Tucson Police created special teams with enhanced training on dealing with mental illness.
That had a big influence on the decision to actually create the mental health support team, because prior to that, I know they were talking about it, but there wasn't enough push to really get it through. But once that happened, it definitely kind of gave the final push to create a unit like this, not only to try to get people help before, well, the biggest thing, would be to get people help before their mental illness rises to the level that they become a danger to other people.
Officer Joshua Godfrey says all Tucson police officers get some mental health training, but members of his team have more advanced skills. Unlike an active police scene like this, their work is often low profile, gently making sure people with known mental health issues get their court-ordered treatment.
We have the option of not handcuffing people, and so I would say the vast majority of the transports we do, we don't actually handcuff people. We drive unmarked cars. It is like a normal police car on the inside, unfortunately, so it's uncomfortable. But if the person's calm and they can stay calm, we don't handcuff them.
As in so much of life, COVID has had an impact on mental health calls, mainly through the effect of people isolated at home, but also through them missing in-person counseling sessions. Often the team has to seek out homeless people and try to get them to treatment.
A lot of cases, homelessness, substance use, and mental illness all seem to coincide a lot of times for people. Not necessarily, of course, but a lot of it's just choices they've made in their life to lead them to using substances, or they're just born with a mental illness and they're not able to sustain themselves like a normal person.
TPD SWAT teams have their own negotiators trained in mental health to try to defuse threats before they escalate to deadly force. Officer Godfrey says in 5 years of working mental health assignments, he's never felt like his life was in immediate danger.
If someone's already running at you with a knife, that's not really the time you're going to be able to de-escalate them. But if you're talking to someone through a window or an open doorway and they're sitting on a couch and there's a knife in front of them, you might just keep your distance and try to talk to them and get them to stay calm, instead of just being like, oh, the door's open, let's go grab them. And the next, they're reaching for the knife and now you have a deadly shooting.
But he says in most cases, words, not weapons, are the best tools to get someone in crisis out of danger and headed towards the help they need. Craig Smith, KGUN 9 on your side.
That support team was established back in 2014. Their goal is to decrease the number of people who are incarcerated and mentally ill. If you need mental health resources, you can head to mentalhealth.gov or call their hotline. That number is on your screen right now. For a list of local resources, you can head to our website, kgun9.com. If you're in a crisis, Tucson Police say call 911 or their 24-hour crisis line.